Alright guys, quick update. I'm gonna begin pulling the old single spring and retainers, or the original spring retainers, because the customer bought dual valve springs and retainers from Pt.3. So we're gonna do that in case we want to rev it over 95 without any valve float. And yeah, probably just time lapse this because it's nothing really cool to watch. I might show one or two, and then yeah. Alright, y'all get to see one whack-a-macker. Y'all get to see me whack 2 valves until I never get back to jobs. Alright, the cylinders are all deglazed. None of them are shiny anymore. And I went ahead and cleaned them out. Went and rinsed them. Alright guys, forgot where I left off, but right now I'm gapping the upper rings. Eddie came by and installed the pistons on the rods for me with all the spiral locks. These are floating wrist pin, 21 mils with spiral locks, because it's a Nippon Pt.3 piston. Cylinder number 2. Quick update, got the scat rods in, all the rings are gapped, mains are torqued. I just need to torque the final step on the rods. Just wanted to show y'all this real quick. Alright guys, this is the top end view. All the pistons and rings are gapped and installed. Went in like butter, spins like butter. This is going to be a 500 horsepower Nippon scat build coming right up. This thing makes it an absolute lifesaver. 81 mil Wiseco drop-in piston ring compressor. It's tapered, so they go in easy, but they go out at 81. Direct bore size. I mean, it's a direct match. Just instead of those ratcheting clamp styles that you get hung up on. They work, but this makes it so much easier and smoother. You just
nice.
All right, real quick, guys. I don't remember where I left off, but the iPhone filled up, so the memory's full. Basically, motor's back in, turbo kit is mocked up, charge pipe's mocked up. We ended up taking off the really big manifold that was on it. It had a BBK intake manifold, much like a Victor X Shorty style, big plenum, short runners. The owner opted to switch to a more mid-range power level manifold, which is the Skunk 2 Pro. It's got longer runners, smaller plenum, so it's a little bit better for mid-range. And then we got the up pipes on. The up pipe came with the 3.5-inch flange, so y'all would see me welding a 2.5-inch flange to go to the 3-inch flange. And then we got the wastegate mounted and everything. We got this small intercooler he supplied. It should be good for 4 to 5, but I told him in the long run we will have to upgrade to a back door. He went with the Precision 6262. This is gonna be the piston and rod LS VTEC, guys. We're going for 550 horsepower. I got some intercooler tabs welded onto the bottom. Haven't drilled the holes yet, but everything's mocked up, and that's where we're at. Alright guys, car's all together. We're gonna check sensors, but before that, we're gonna prime the oil. Give her a couple cranks till I see some oil pressure on his sending unit. See how she sounds for the first time getting bumped over. Alright guys, it just sounds like a stock cutter. Doesn't even sound like it needs to break in, but obviously we're gonna let it do one heat cycle, and then I'm just gonna dump the oil straight away, and then we're gonna keep putting fresh water until we kind of get all the oxidized stuff out of the system. Then we'll start going to coolant and put some better oil in. But yeah, I'm gonna let it get all the way warm. Let's see if he has a working gauge. I don't know if the dummy gauge works, but you can see over there I'm already data logging. And yeah, air fuels look good for startup. Let me put it back in data log mode. Yeah, we're at 127 degrees. We got 12% of ECT correction. And we're at a 1250 for a cold start. Pretty good if you ask me. It is on ethanol. It's not even any fucking smoke. It's breathing, so it's gonna take a little while to seat. And it's running ethanol too, so you're gonna see a lot of things evaporate. It sounds really quiet for a brand new engine. Well, not brand new. Y'all seen how rough the cylinder head is. was going to be a little more exciting, but it's just a simple build, I guess. Really nothing too exciting about it. What's going to be fun is getting her on the dyno and pushing her to 550. Nothing on the drain bolt. Magnet is clean. His old motor, the old setup or the old internals, this thing was full of shavings, like a ball that high. Obviously it was hurt already. This being a fresh break-in with only an hour of idle time, not too much shavings for a break-in, so we'll probably go ahead and move on to D-cell break-in on the dyno once we do this oil change. I don't know if y'all can see up there, but I put a time insert or a thread insert there. Made it go from an M12 125 to an M8 to an M8 125. See that? So in a moment, when it's not so blazing hot, I get to thread in the M8 Bosch sensor, knock sensor into the block right there near TDC, so I can hear it for pre-detonating. That's a Bosch knock monitor. A Bosch knock sensor, and we're going to be listening to it with the one and only Tuner Nerd Knock Monitor Pro V3. This is their old model. Their newest model is actually an LCD screen, but I still use this. It's plug and play to any vehicle via a laptop. You get to plot out the dyno chart, the ramp pool, map, boost, RPM, and most importantly, the knock signal. If you have any knock or detonation, you can record it, and then you can even go back and replay the noise. First hot start, fresh oil change. Let's hear it. Da 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 da. Eddie does the first hot start. Very nice. Do a bunch of decel on the dyno. get those first 50 miles all diesel, and then I'm probably gonna tell the customer, if he doesn't mind, I like to dump the oil again after all that diesel, just so that we know there is absolutely no trash in the block before we start putting real pressure to it.